I'm David Sutter from Wyopreps.com. Time to unveil this week's Athletes of the Week. And our girls' winner this week is Alyxis White, a volleyball player from Pinedale High School. And the Wranglers helped them go 3-0 last week, hit over 300 in all three of the matches, totaled 45 kills, and helped her team to a nice week last week. She joins me right now. And thank you for a few minutes here. Take me back to last week. You had a nice conference win. I know you beat a couple other teams, including a 4A opponent last week. I guess, how do you think you performed last week on the volleyball court, Lexi?
I think overall it was really well for me and my team. Rock Springs, it was a five-set game, which was pretty intense and fun. I always love five-set games. That was, I'm not sure exactly how many kills I had in that game, but overall, good defense, good serving, good hitting, and all that. And then we played Big Piney next on Thursday, and that was a really fun sweep of our rivals. So that was a good win. And then we played Lyman, and that was an awesome game. Always good to sweep a conference opponent.
Talk a little bit about, what do you think is key for you when you're on the court? What are you really trying to focus in on, whether it's your attack, whether you're playing defense at the service line? What are you focusing in on, Lexi?
Something try to focus on is executing when I touch the ball, whether that's getting that perfect pass or kill every time I'm hitting the ball,
Okay.
and trying to swing line or just read the block so I'm able to get more kills than playables.
Obviously, I think squad, from my perspective, anyways, having a good season. What do you think the key has been up to this point, and where do you think you can get better as a team?
Yeah, so actually recently we had one of our other outside. She went down with a knee injury during the Big Piney game, and we've had those younger girls step up, and that has been huge. And just at practice, we obviously work on those different positions, which overall helps our whole team.
Where do you feel like you can get better kind of moving forward? You're about a month out from state here.
Yeah, I think somewhere we can get better is our serving. I think
Yeah.
that it's obviously serving is something you can control, and maybe just executing on getting those to where they get over the net, and even not into the net, having them over so they have to think about it and
What
make.
about for you? What about for you individually? Where do you feel like you can still improve here?
I think definitely defense.
Okay.
Overall, I've been and also like reading the block and kind of finding those holes,
Okay.
not shanking as many, and serve receive as well.
Well, I was going to say your serve receive was pretty good last week, and you only had one error and 30 chances. That's a pretty good ratio, all things considering. And then, what is it about the sport of volleyball that you love that helps you excel?
I love I love the team culture and the thrill of
Okay.
like getting a kill. Like I mean, it's pretty fun being with your team and having that excitement.
Yeah, is there anything that you feel like you've got to maybe step up and do as even like a from a leadership standpoint down the stretch here?
Yeah, definitely kind of bringing the team together I
Yeah.
mean, like right now we're mid-season and I think most teams go through like a mid-season slump, and making sure that we're like staying a team and staying unified in a family. That's something that I have tried to this past couple weeks is kind of a leadership role.
Lastly, for me, what are you looking forward to down the stretch around the season? I know right around the corner is conference duels coming up in Worland, so you get to see those teams from the Northwest, which seem to be pretty good. What are you looking forward to the most down the stretch run of the season?
Kind of just finishing my senior year out good and having just a successful season in the end and trying to, I don't know, just get those records, get those games, have that fun time when my senior season's coming to an end.
I'll add one more. You got 1,000 kills in your career earlier this season. Uh, bad promo here. I'm going to be publishing that here in the next couple of days. But what did that mean to you specifically?
I think that was one of my main goals coming into high school. It
Okay.
was to get 1,000 kills because it's only been done once in program history here by Jamie Strait, and I mean, she's a beast. So it was cool to just do that and just achieve one of my goals.
Cool. Well, hey, congratulations on you and the team going 3-0 last week. Thank you for a few minutes and congrats on being one of our athletes of the week.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
We continue here at Wyopreps.com, spotlighting our athletes of the week. And our boys winner this week, Grant Johnson from Jackson Hole High School, had an outstanding game last week in kind of a back and forth shootout win over Green River. Threw for a career high 405 yards, completed over 70% of his passes, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. And Grant joins me right now. Hey, congratulations on a great game last Friday. Take me back to that night and kind of just what worked well for you, Grant, especially
Yeah,
throwing the football so
yeah,
effectively.
yeah. No, we knew coming into this game that we're gonna have to win this game to continue our journey to get to the playoffs, and we knew it was gonna be a tough game. You know, Green River's a great team; they're well coached, but we knew coming into this week that we had put in the work to know what to do and spread the ball out and show we can do. And I think that really showed. Our receivers did a great job getting open, and it just helped me a lot to find them, and it worked great.
Yeah, to throw for 405 yards in a high school game is no small feat. What did you see? What do you think allowed you to distribute the ball so well? I know Tyson Kindle had 12 catches for well over 200 yards, but what did you see in that Green River defense that allowed
Um,
you to be effective?
yeah, no, for sure. They played a lot of cover four, so too high, and it helped us. That helps us spread the ball out more, like get them outside and deep. And I think my line, if they gave me when they gave me 3 or more seconds, it was out. And I think that's what helped us put us ahead. You know, getting the ball out and just doing what we do. You know, we're a pass heavy defense. We're an air raid or offense, and we're an air raid offense. And you know, I give credit to our offensive coordinator who spends time on the film, and we spend time together looking through coverage beaters, and I just give that to him.
Talk a little bit about what you love about playing quarterback and your role as kind of the leader of the offense, Grant.
Yeah, I love it. You know, I've always been a guy who loves watching football, and ever since I was a kid, I loved watching quarterback. And you know, it's a hard position. You have to know what everybody's doing. You have to read the defense. You have to tell our guys what we're doing. But that's what I love about it. I love the competitiveness that you have to play quarterback, and I love the kind of like swagger, I guess. I don't know. That you have to, you know, lead this team, and you need to be there when things go wrong or things go good. You always got to be there.
Where do you feel like you've grown the most in your game? This is your kind of your 2-3 starting. Where do you feel like you've grown the most as a quarterback?
Um, I think a lot this off season, um, just watching a lot more film and understanding a defense
Yeah.
and understanding what coverage they're in. So I can tell what my reads are. And I think a lot of this offseason, I go down to California, train a lot. I owe my quarterback coach down there a lot of the work. I worked with him so much, and just getting my mechanics to the point where they need to be just helped me so much this season.
Obviously, going back to last Friday, Green River got off to a great start. What do you think allowed you guys to come back and win that game?
I think when we went into halftime, we knew that we didn't want to do this because we lost our homecoming game last year, and we're like, we underestimated them, and we're like, we gotta get back on track. We know we're a better team, and so we all came together what we could focus on. And I knew I could tell by our team when we came out of halftime. I knew we could win this game.
For you, talk about your offensive line in front of you. Obviously, they got to give you time.
Mm-hmm.
Protection's always key for a quarterback. What do you say about that group in front of you?
You know, we are not the biggest this year, but they work so hard. They are just a great group of men, and they after practice they always stay an extra 20 minutes just to work on form. And you know, the first game wasn't their best, but they've improved so much, and I got to give a lot of credit to them.
And then what about your group of receivers and running backs? You got a lot of different weapons you can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to. Talk a little bit about that group and just your
yeah,
ability to spread it around, I guess.
yeah. Well, we're so blessed to have a lot of great receivers. Tyson on the outside. We also got Liam Logan and Thomas King at tight end, and you know they've allowed me to have my best games, and they just make my job look so easy. And our running back Cooper Kinser is one heck of a fast guy, and he also makes the job super easy just to pass it out, and he just goes.
Obviously, there's some important games ahead. You got 3 games left in the regular season. Where do you feel like you personally and the offense and the team can still get better, Grant?
I think offensively we got to start a little quicker. We are a second half team, but we got to start as a first half team because if we do, then we're going to be great on the offensive side, and we just got to start quick. And defensively, we just gotta. We're being too quiet on defense, so we worked a lot yesterday on just formation and speaking out and telling which way to go. So I think this is going to be a good week for us, just to get to where we need to be by the end of the season, just to make sure we have everything good.
Well, Grant, hey, congratulations on a great game last week. Thanks for taking a few minutes, and congrats on
Thank
being one
you.
of our athletes of the week.
Thank you so much.